Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Scarves and Spikes. Tyler, Sydney, and Tommy with y'all this evening as we prepare for Henry's demise. It is coming very, very soon. Henry is actually picking up the wings now, and I will.
As we speak.
I'll give the wing place a shout out here in a minute. Let everybody get in first. So I want to give them their due, but we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun in this episode. We're gonna talk about the Montreal win. We're gonna get ready for LA Galaxy, and we're gonna watch Henry eat some hot wings from the bet that Tommy made with him last week. How are y'all doing?
Good. Can I just offer a quick reminder? Oh, never mind. I'm doing good. Tommy, how are you?
I'm doing great because I didn't have the ability to watch the game live. But let me tell you,
yes,
if I was watching it through Twitter, I was very entertained because Henry was talking so much trash. Like my phone alerts were going off, and I was telling some people at the bar about this bet I made. And and if you didn't watch, I said that because we were playing Montreal, and last season on the opener, Latte Lath scored 2 goals in that game, and I said I feel like that Latte Lath is going to score.
You did,
and then I made a bet kind of with myself at the time that said, if Latte Lath doesn't score a goal, I'll get to one of our local hot places or wing places around here, and I'll get the hottest possible. And this was just casually at the end of the show. And, Sydney asked me where you'd find me at, as he always does. And I said, Latte Lath about to score a lot of goals, baby. And then Henry said that Latte Lath couldn't hit broadside of a barn. And that is when the bet took place. That is when it activated there. And boy, oh boy, was I when I saw these tweets going back and forth. Henry was just all over the place. Oh, he got a yellow card like in the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game.
Henry was celebrating all the way to the bank when that happened like that.
But then stoppage time happened, and the tweets slowly went quiet. And I'm watching my friend on stage play his set, and I get the alert, and there's about 10 of us in a corner, and we're jumping up and down in happiness. Like none of them are involved. Like nobody was involved on this. But then one of my friends told me, they're like, I threw $50 on Latte Lath to score just to be part of the celebration. And he was so happy. Yeah, he was so happy. So happy about it. And yeah, that's how dreams come true on Scarves and Spikes, because I'm excited to see Henry and how he deals with Spikes, because he said it's a bet, dog. It's a bet.
The DAWG or DOG?
I think it was a DAWG. I think that was definitely the way he said it. Mm-hmm.
It is now. Speak of the devil. Look at the young man.
He's here.
His face.
Can I just offer a reminder, just a quick reminder? There are people going to be listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever their podcatcher is. So I think we're going to try our best to sort of give the play-by-play as Henry eats these wings, these hot wings.
We'll do our best. Henry's reactions are going to be in real time. It'll be fun. We're going to have a good time with it. This is my favorite comment so far, really quick. Oreo saying, happy... I'll just let everybody read it. Happy to destroy Henry's butthole with fire day.
Dear God.
Well, hey, let me address you first, because I wasn't on the show on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Were you watching the game live?
No, yeah, I was. I was. Trust me.
Okay. Well, I figured you probably were, because you were trash talking me through Twitter all the way up until stoppage time here. When you saw it go in, what was your reaction?
I can't give you my reaction because it would not be PG-13 PG basically. But there were expletives said, and yeah, it happens. You lose bets, and you got to pay the piper. So here we are to do just that.
Well, What was the bet? Sorry, Tommy. What was the bet that Darren Niels did a few years back? Do you remember that one?
I don't
Nobody
know.
remembers. He made a bet about something. I forget. I should have looked it up before the show, but
I wouldn't be surprised if it had to do with Orlando.
I think
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, it
He,
was.
I mean,
he was a
Darren
big shit talker to
Yeah.
Orlando for sure.
He was.
Darren
in
Hills
his
is
day.
always up to something. So,
Yeah.
So here's the thing: we do have a win streak to talk about, as Patrick says.
Yeah.
Happy win streak to all who celebrate. I will remind everybody, and there's the box.
The wings have arrived.
Oh God!
Ooh.
There you go, guys.
What
But,
flavor is
so-
it? What flavor
So
is it?
the name of the flavor is Agent Orange.
That sounds threatening.
I don't know what to expect
Oh,
here,
Michael.
but I'm prepared for the worst. So yeah, it was nice knowing you guys. It was fun to be part of Scarves and Spikes for a few years. It was a good run. Glad I got to know some amazing people. No, it's probably not even going to be that spicy, honestly.
Well,
Oh,
we'll
wait
see.
a minute! He's talking crap. He's talking crap.
We'll see.
Oh, here we go. You know what happened last time? This is how you got here, young human.
Well, I'm young and kind of dumb, so here we are.
Here we are.
I mean, I'm old and dumb, and I was making the bet with myself. Until you jumped in, it was just me that was on the line for eating these hot wings and latte scoring.
You wrote me into this.
Well, you know, oh
No,
Oh!
Tommy, you did. Own it. You did.
You totally did.
I said Latte Lath was about to score a lot of goals, baby, and then you came in and said Latte Lath couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, and then that's when it was on. Like,
No, and then you said, "Will you eat hot wings?" And I said, "Yes, fine, sure, I will."
okay, well, if you wouldn't have said that, if you wouldn't have made your little smart comment, then you wouldn't be involved in this mess, and it would have just been me celebrating that I'm not going to be, having fire come out of my butt later. But here we are. This is consequences. But man, let me tell you about this game. If you would have told me that I would have won a bet off of Latte Lath scoring, and then Saba scored 2 goals,
Your guy.
2 goals, Saba with the possible hat trick there. Oh man, what a Tommy Moose game celebration that was. This was one of the rare games I came back. I know I missed it live. I went back and watched it, and Saba, baby. Oh,
I was disappointed when he came off, by the way. I want to give
So
him
close to a hat trick. So close to a hat trick.
it was nice to see, man. It really was, because like you talk about games and like the effect maybe long term of it, and you got 2 guys here and that want to obviously contribute, and they just have not been able to. And like really, I'm talking about Saba here. I mean, we've talked about before how we've all had conversations with Saba, and that he just absolutely loves this club. He absolutely wants to win. I've told you, like, he was practically in tears, after the playoff game years ago. Like, the guy loves the team, and you've seen him over the last year just be snake bitten across the board. Like, he's had opportunities, hasn't been able to put him in. There's games where he's just not present. And I know it's only one game, and I know that it's Montreal here, because you can't overreact here. But the only thing that you could really hope for both these guys is that they can take this, get some confidence, and bring it on into this Saturday's game against the Galaxy.
who are kind of catching a little bit of fire, guys. The Galaxy, they aren't
Really, man.
as bad. Well, that literally was not. I did not mean that as a pun.
I
But,
thought it was great. I thought it was great.
Okay, I did. I'll just
Carry it
own it. I'll just pretend that I did. But LA, as you guys know, were dreadful last year, coming off the MLS Cup win. I mean, they aren't great. I mean, they are toward the bottom of the Western Conference table as we speak. Yeah, and 10th, so close enough to the bottom. But I mean, Kansas City is like 5 points, and St. Louis is 6, so it's kind of sort of. But they are kind of. I'm going to say the same about Atlanta United, right? Because they're coming off a really, really bad season. A lot of people were asking, "Hey, Greg Vanney, is he going to be fired?" And I thought he wouldn't. And I thought that was the right call to the injuries that they had. But going to Tommy's point, it's Montreal and all of that. I mean, guys, your schedule's your schedule. You got to beat who you play. I mean, and I don't think any of the players are looking at it and say, "Oh, it's just Montreal." Like, Atlanta's not in the position to look at teams below them in the table and say, "Oh, we should have this one," right? You are one of the teams at the bottom of the table. So, with 3 wins on the trot here, I don't think anybody's too upset about winning 3 wins in a row, regardless of who they're playing. I said winning 3 wins in a row.
I am so close to fulfilling my hot take that we did earlier this year, I think on Patreon. I said that at some point this season, Atlanta United was going to have a 5-game win streak. And
no way.
I didn't think we were going to be this close, if I'm being honest. But here we are. So it'd be really great if they can go win this game against the Galaxy and then figure it out one more time after that. It would be really cool. Because
you want to bet something?
I thought about it.
Would you like some of this?
The terms of this bet were a little different.
Any wings?
Sure. But speaking of bets, real big shout out to Tui's in Lawrenceville for providing these wings. Henry,
Agent Orange.
we will have to explain Agent Orange if you don't understand it.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, I had to explain it to my kids. So as soon as I get in with this, I will explain what Agent Orange is. But no, shout out to Tui's in Lawrenceville. I'm going to show you guys a quick promo they've got going on, because if you like wings and you don't have to eat Agent Orange, you can eat many of their other flavors. But they are doing 50-cent wings on Thursdays right now.
That's tomorrow. Wow.
It's tomorrow.
In this economy,
That's what
good
I'm
for
saying.
them. Good for them.
I might go back down there then tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, and now I will say this is like you said, Tommy, this is like a limited time thing, obviously, because in this economy, like 50-cent wings, but go give them some business. Go check out Tui's over in Lawrenceville. But we truly appreciate them providing these wings for young Henry to suffer through. But yeah, I mean, it's a sports bar, got great reviews, locally owned, right? It's an Atlanta-based business, which is what we always want to try to promote. So big shout out to Tui's. And yeah, go check them out when you get a minute. All right.
No,
they also have, by the way, if you like beer, like I do, they have 77 different beers on tap. So, Henry, now that you are a year over old enough to drink, I'm so sorry that you didn't get a beer, but do you have milk with you?
I do. I have a tall glass of milk here because I'm super freaking nervous.
All right. We'll get to the wing eating in a little bit. We're gonna build up the suspense, mostly for Henry, but also for everybody.
Appreciate that. Already in the chat, people are saying that they're here to watch it happen. So thanks, guys. I'm glad I could get you on to our stuff.
Right.
If only just to watch me suffer.
No, well, there you go. Hey, it's all for the gram, right? Oreo saying he grew up in Lawrenceville, went to Tui's all the time. Honestly, has great wings. Highly recommend. So there you go. Someone that is not related to us giving you a shout out.
Yeah.
Already. So go check them out. Okay, so we talked about a little bit about Montreal. Do we want to jump into the Josh Blank conversation, or do we want to hit on some more stuff with Montreal before we move on?
I mean,
kind of leaving this one up in the air.
What do you think, Tommy?
Well, I'll just I wasn't able to join you on Sunday, so I'll just give you a couple just quick things here. I mean, Cooper Sanchez. What can you cannot say about this kid? That he's a star in the making, and you know I think we're doing a Q&A, and I think one of the questions, spoilers, like who would you like to see mic'd up, and it's him. Like I would love to hear. Well, you know, I think we've all played video games online before, and we know that the younger you are, the better trash talker you are. I think you get worse with age. Like that's a power that you have, and like the way that he plays, obviously has to be frustrating for any player that's going against him. And I think it's more frustrating because, you know, he's a young player there, but like that's a player that you're getting here that can really develop into a core piece of your team for a long period of time. I absolutely just love everything about him. And then to add to that, at the end where there was the big brawl at the end of the game, I mean, he was
Yeah.
in there for sure. And you know, we've talked over the past couple of years that Brad Guzan was really the only player that stuck up for when another player took a hit or went down. That was a team effort. That was a mini hockey brawl there in soccer terms there, because like that or in like a soccer, like, because no one's really gonna fight most of the time, but like there was a brawl. Everybody was there. And I mean, the teammates holding back Jay Fortune from getting a red, because when I saw that ref, he had the red out for Montreal, and then he still had it in his hand, and like I think he was just waiting for an Atlanta United player to just cross the line to put the card up and give it to them as well, so both
Rubio
sides had it.
Vasquez.
And you saw Jay just going absolutely insane. And you saw Edwards over there holding him back. Like everybody was like clearing him out, moving him back like 5 feet away from the referee. And like that was just, it was great to see that the entire team just really stuck up for each other.
Oh.
And that's and by the way, Rios,
Right?
don't come back, man.
Yeah.
Like don't, like when he just stood over him, I was like, oh, like if you did that in like another sport, I'm sorry. Like if that was in football, or hockey or whatever, like he would have gotten taken out.
Yeah.
He
And
would have
Jay was his
gotten
teammate
destroyed.
too.
Yeah,
They played together.
yeah.
Yeah. Like for like 2 seconds, but neither here nor there. Might have been a training ground together, but still.
Yeah. I think we talked about it on Sunday a little bit, but it's one of these things, these traits that all these young guys that come up through this academy or in some way that pipeline, they all have that tenacity and they're not going to back down from anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. And yeah, I think it was because Jay was running his mouth and you didn't need a lip reader to kind of determine what it was he was saying. And then they're pulling Matt Edwards away. Matt Edwards is the one that was the recipient of the act that gave the red card in the first place. Sorry, this chat's cracking me up right now. But yeah, I mean, it's what you want to see. I think one thing that kind of went under the radar as well was, and I saw it on the broadcast when we went back, you see Tata on the sideline doing this, gesturing to his head, implying like, hey, just stay smart. Like, don't get yourself a red card. And I think that's one of those discipline things that, like you refer to football. One of the most frustrating things for a coach to have to deal with in football is teams not being disciplined and getting whatever variety of penalties over and over again. You talk about like losing yardage over and over again. Well, in this case, you goaded Montreal into a red card. Now, it didn't really affect the match. It was in like the 89th minute, but whatever. Like you got them a red card and then you were able to keep yourself from getting really in trouble. And that's great. I love that. And I love the fact that the quote unquote kids were involved in the entire thing.
It's passion. They're showing passion, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need it. And this team, you said it, Tyler. Dial it. I know. I just mentioned Dial. He's in the news, as you all know.
He is, unfortunately.
Yeah. But he said this team needs a little a-hole in them, and Tyler and Henry, I know you guys were talking about it, but it's good to see the kids leading that charge. And Tommy, I just thought about hockey. You kind of mentioned hockey. It's Stanley Cup playoffs right now. Every team has that enforcer, right? Who you go after that star, you pay the price with the enforcer. They drop the gloves, and there you go. So you're seeing a lot more of that with Atlanta United than you did in 2025. I just felt like they were passive. They just went to their shell. And this is sort of the evolution of what Atlanta United is over these past, I guess, 3 matches, right, guys?
And
yeah, well,
don't go overboard, but
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you talk about leading by example, that's what Tata did. I mean, Tata got kicked out of a game a few weeks ago
Right.
there because I mean, he probably should have had at least 2 red cards, I think, this season, but the last one, I mean, he was upset, and he got into it, and he stuck up for his guys. Now, his restraint wasn't there, but that's okay because I think he was obviously proving a point that even though this team that hasn't been very good, over this time, like, you still just can't mess with them, and you can't allow that, and he obviously had the fire and was going after everybody and gets taken out here.
Yeah.
And like, that's what you need. A team is everyone sticking up for each other. And for years, we've complained about Atlanta United hasn't seemed like a team. It hasn't seemed like a team that really cares for each other. And one thing that you could say about the first 2 years of Tata Martino being here was that those 2 teams absolutely cared for each other. You saw them out all the time. You saw them
Yeah.
doing,
The banda.
events, outside of the training ground, inside the training ground, all of that. Those players cared for each other. And what do successful teams have is they care for each other. And, you and especially now when you have a lot of young players on this team, they're going to be growing up here in the um at the with the club, so that hopefully carries over. So when Tata is not here, you know, whether it's in 2 years or 3 years or four, and these players remain, that it continues to you know, stay this way because
Yeah.
really, I mean, the clubs or the team, whichever way you want to look at it, the family aspect of this team really left after Tata left, and it really never came back. It was really a broken family when Frank DeBoer came, whether that was Frank's fault, or it was, just change of culture in general, and it just changed everything. But you really never got that. And Joseph talked about that for a long time, was that it felt like the team didn't have that like they did with those early teams. And hopefully
Mhm.
this is just a couple small signs that long term that these guys will care for each other.
So speaking of, you talk about correlations versus causation. By the way, Kevin saying in the chat on YouTube, obviously, ever since Tata said he should be fired, if any other coach were struggling to see where Atlanta hasn't lost a match, so maybe that's the turning point that Atlanta that needed is Tata to stick his neck out and say, "Hey, if it were somebody else, they'd be fired." But I have a history with this team, and that's why probably why I'm still here.
Yeah. It's kind of a really good segue, but I don't want to leave because I got the segue straight to Josh Blank. But Henry, you've been awfully quiet over there. Are you just nervous?
I mean, that's a little bit of it. I don't know if it's also like, a coincidence or anything, but it's like starting to rain and storm outside. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the storm's brewing. Yeah, I mean, I think the culture aspect is certainly an important thing that at this club, really only Tata Martino has known how to construct, at least reliably. And part of that is because his style was building this very strong Latin American core. And when you have that shared culture, right, it makes it very easy for you to understand each other. It makes it very easy for you to relate and to really kind of treat your fellow teammates as your brothers, because in a sense, you guys are on the same wavelength and share that, like, right, the language and the mate, the asados, all that kind of thing.
Mm.
So in a sense, you had that. When you started straying away from that and started going more into, okay, let's look into France and Georgia and Russia and Greece, and you started bringing people from all these different clubs. That's not a bad thing inherently, but it makes it a lot harder to build a strong culture because you're getting so many different people from so many different places. And then the other thing is that Latin American culture, especially soccer culture, is just different. And Tata's talked about it, right? These guys, they come in with a lot to prove, and they come in with the desire to compete and to ultimately make it to the big goal is to get to Europe for a lot of these guys, especially the younger ones,
Yeah.
to represent their national teams. And to do that, you have to be successful in MLS, and that's a big motivator for them. So I think that is a major influence, and Tata was right when he said this, right? When his introductory press conference, and I asked him about why he believed that the strongest teams in MLS have a Latino core, and he said it was because of that. It's because of their desire, their ambition, and just because that's part of the culture. So
Yeah.
I thought that was a very interesting thing for him to say, and I agree with it, frankly, because look around and tell me, Inter Miami last season, obviously, very strong Latino core. Obviously, maybe you could say that's kind of cheating that they have Messi, but it's part of that. You go before that to LA Galaxy, and they have they had in that time a very strong team as well with Marky Delgado, and then not Latino but a Spanish speaker, Enrique Puig. You had several there, so yeah, it's that element that I think helps you build that culture, and I think with Tata it's being established, especially now.
It's like that in all sports, right? But I feel like even more soccer because you spend so much time together. Well, soccer and American football as well, but you hear more about culture. I feel like in global football, world football, than you do about the NFL because NFL is a free agent league, NBA is a free agent league, NHL same thing. In soccer, it's not the free agent league like the big 3/4 where you're here today, gone tomorrow, so to speak. I mean, baseball is another, I guess, cultural sport. I guess you guys get what I'm saying. Um, as far as culture is concerned, you need that close knit community. And Henry, you said it. Just because they went to Florida, George. I heard Georgia. I'm thinking Florida. Just because they went to France and Georgia and all of that. That's not bad, like you said. The thing is, you need the culture. I think I bring that back to the homegrowns, right? The homegrowns are so used to Atlanta United's culture. Why? Because they've been here for years and years and years. A lot of them since they were like 9, 10 years old. In Jay's case, I think he was like 12 or 13 or something like that. We enjoyed the academy, but he knows the culture. He understands the culture of Atlanta United. Cooper Sanchez has been in the academy. He understands the culture of Atlanta United. And you go on down the list, Luke Brennan, Will Riley to the extent, even though he went to Stanford, but they have been integrated into this culture. They know what it means to wear the badge. And my fear, not my fear, but what's happened is that's where I feel like Garth Lagerwey got it wrong is he upset the culture too much in that you traded guys like Ephraim Morales to Montreal. You sent off Noah Cobb on loan to the Rapids. That became permanent, and that was because of reportedly beef between him and Dyla. So that's another issue. But I feel like they're too hasty, or they were too hasty to bring in this prime age player. And we talked about this before. They didn't think about didn't think about the culture and using that culture. And it's ironic because Seattle has an incredible player culture. So I think that's really, guys, where Garth got it wrong. But it's good to see that at least under Tata is coming back in the extent to the way it was 2017 and 2018. Hopefully it continues.
Yeah, I agree with you, Sydney. But I would just challenge in like being like, what is the culture? Because I mean, obviously we've known all the troubles that Atlanta United have gone through since Tata's left. I mean, the Frank de Boer players were against Frank there for a long time. Then you had, I think, players split with Heinze and
Yeah.
water, and do you drink water? Do you not drink water? From
Drink
there,
milk if your name is Henry.
Yeah.
managers jumping, left and right, being called soft. So I don't, I would just be curious from, and I don't think we're ever going to get the true answer here, but like, you know, growing up in this with this franchise. I just wonder, like, as when you're, and I think I talked about this a couple weeks ago, like how the families feel about
Yeah.
watching their kids grow up in this academy where, yeah, the first couple, first 3 years, it was all sunshine and roses. And then after that, it's been a shit show. It really has been, with the few moments of sun coming through the clouds. But that was about it. And
Mhm.
hopefully now you start continuing to bring it back on track to where it should be. And then the most important thing, the hardest thing is going to be for everyone that's in charge of this team going forward, is that there's going to be a time where Tata leaves. And you can't just rely on Tata to bring this team together. You are going, if you're creating a culture now, you need to be able to keep that culture going for whoever is going to eventually be, Tata's replacement whenever
Yeah.
he retires or whatever it is. And that's the hard part. That is the part that is really going to be the true test of time here. Yeah, is it going to be good for the 3 seasons? Maybe. Yeah, I mean, maybe it gets better here, and we see some results, and maybe we see a trophy. But if you go back and you hire Frank DeBoer, doesn't he have a twin brother? Doesn't Frank have a twin brother or something?
Ronald.
Yeah, you bring in other DeBoer.
Are you kidding me? I did not know this. I've learned something new
You,
today.
you didn't know
I
Frank
had no
DeBoer is a
freaking
twin?
idea there was a second DeBoer out there.
They played together even, I think,
I did
on
not know
Ajax.
that.
Yeah.
I am shocked.
Yeah.
The
Carry
more you
on.
know.
Yeah,
Cue
exactly.
the NBC star
Yeah.
coming over your head. But I mean, that's really the hard part for this team long term, is that you've got to be able to continue this culture going, no matter who's in charge. And you know, 3 years is going to be great, but I mean, we're looking here for the next 5 to 10 years of this franchise and continuing to grow with it.
And I'll say this real quick. I know, Tyler, you want to get to the Josh Blake comments. The club got it wrong, really, when it transitioned from Tata to where they are now. DeBoer, like you said, gave you some success, but not enough. He crashed out. MLS is back. You sort of have the second chance, right, to right the wrongs that you made coming off of that 2017-2018 season and that 2019 Open Cup winning season, right? So I do hope the club gets it right this time around, however long Tata is here. And I feel like some of that, Tyler, elements of it were sort of brought up when you talk to the media, I should say, talk to Josh Blake just the other day.
Yeah, I mean, so this all ties into that conversation a lot. Like, so we talked to Josh about a lot of things. And the one thing I'll say first is I know people have had questions like about Josh Blank and like kind of, is he a soccer guy? Is he not a soccer guy? Like the guy, he's a soccer guy. I'll just put it out there, plain and simple. The guy is a soccer guy. He loves the game, played the game, goes and watches games that are not Atlanta United, just because. World Cup games, gave us his top 3 World Cup, or yeah, I think top 3 World Cup moments. There's a few. So you've got somebody stepping into that role, and he's been there for a minute, right? Like, he's been there for a couple of years, but like it's been like a stepping into things kind of role. But he's gonna be the guy at some point, right? And I think there's a lot to be said for that, because I know people have opinions about other folks in that umbrella of AMBSE in terms of leadership.
Rich McKay.
Rich. Their names out there, but I mean, it's in the chat. But that, look, people have their opinions, and I'm not here to tell you whether you're right or wrong. I have never actually spoken to Rich McKay, but I have spoken to Josh Blank, and I can say, the dude likes, he's all about the game, and he is very much a fan. I mean, you go back and look, what was it, 2024, the playoff series, Miami, when Sean De Silva scored the goal against Miami in the Benz, and he was flipping out. I mean, just as everybody else was, except he could do it. We couldn't in the press box.
Yeah.
So it's great. But I say all that to say, going back to the comment, because there's so much that we talked to Josh about World Cup, but I was excited about the NWSL stuff, right? We have an NWSL team coming that we're covering. It's building up. They just announced a chief financial officer today. So
From the Mets.
another person that's getting placed into the pyramid. But he talked about Tata early on and the first couple of years, and then how things admittedly kind of derailed after that. And it's not lost on him that, like, they didn't get that transition right. They did not get the transition from post Tata to into COVID and all that right now. Obviously, there were some extenuating circumstances, COVID, whatever,
Right.
Joseph Martinez and his ACL, things like that. But there were some lessons learned. And the quote that stood out to me from Josh was, he said, every organization naturally has a transition from, being an expansion team to being an established team and an established brand. And how do you not forget who you are as you go through that phase? And that stood out to me a lot, in a positive way, right? Because it's not often you have anybody in that organization that comes out and says, like, I mean, yeah, like we didn't really handle that the best. And you hope with the NWSL team, they've got that roadmap now. They kind of know where they want to go. He said the NWSL team is they're trying to have them play attacking, fun, front-footed soccer, which is great. But you have a second opportunity here with Tata to have him come in, and he's already, you can see it. We've been talking about, he's resetting the culture. Now you need to get it right when he's not here anymore. You have to get this one right. So there's a lot about the Josh Blank conversation that I wrote about over on scarvesandspikes.com. If you haven't read it, go check it out. But that was what stood out to me, and it tied into this conversation exactly, because I know that's in the back of fans' minds, both with the NWSL team and what happens when Tata leaves. You can't go in a different direction when Tata leaves. You've got to keep the culture, and it's everything, right? It's the culture in terms of, just the simple crap, like having barbecues, out at somebody's house, and the team like actually fighting for each other. All that stuff, it has to be put on a pedestal and never removed ever again.
Well, and also keep the style consistent, because you went from Tata, who was a very attacking oriented, free flowing, transition style coach, to De Boer, who wanted to give it more of a defensive emphasis. And like that clashed so much that the players were literally just like, we're just going to play our game and win the way we know how to win. And that resulted in 2 trophies, plus very nearly a second appearance in MLS Cup. So, I mean, that's the thing, right? If you know you have something set up one way, keep it that way. If you're gonna go with what Tata has right now and build off of an attacking core and this kind of style of soccer, don't deviate from that, because I think that's a problem. I think that's kind of what's going on with Columbus right now, why they're in a little bit of a dilemma, because you went from Nancy ball to now you're suddenly changing some things, and that's why they are where they are right now. So yeah, it's just kind of learn from your mistakes, so that once Tata has set you up to be competitive and to go back up to the elite in this league, you don't fall from there again.
I'll just tie it back again to the NWSL team. You have a chance to, excuse me, sorry, you have a chance to you start from scratch with the NWSL team. When you make mistakes, I mean, everyone makes them, right? You have to learn from them. And I hope that Atlanta United has learned from them. And when I say Atlanta United, I mean the whole umbrella, Atlanta United A and B. You hope they've learned from their mistakes with Atlanta United, because what was the conversation about Atlanta United when it just started? It was sort of like a startup. I feel like it never really got out of that startup phase before Darren Eels left. So it's kind of the club was sort of adrift. It still is adrift to this day. With the NWSL team, you can look at it and say, hey, here's what didn't work with Atlanta United 2017, 18, 19. Yes, we won a cup. Yes, we won an Open Cup. But let's take the bandage off and just take a look at, hey, this is what didn't work. And then sit down with Calibra and say, hey, here's what we observed. Josh Blank, here's what we observed that didn't work. Let's not make those same mistakes with NWSL Atlanta. Have that conversation with Calibra, have that conversation with whoever the head coach will be, whoever the sporting director or chief
And they
soccer
have.
officer will be. Yeah,
Which is good to know.
Yeah. But lay that groundwork. And I don't want to drag us too far along, but you have an opportunity to, just not just start from scratch, but build something sustainable with NWSL. Because when that new shine comes off, what do you have? So
yeah,
could talk about Frank de Boer all day.
Yeah,
could. I mean, because there's definitely a lot. Like that's a point in the franchise because there's some things that Frank did right, absolutely. But one of the things is you a lot of these players hated playing for Atlanta United. And they were very vocal, leaking things to ESPN, other news stations, players going on news stations and saying some crazy stuff.
Felipe
Your
even.
Pity Martinez, I mean, Barco, they were all saying some crazy stuff throughout it. But yeah, I mean, they've got to get things right, and hopefully this is just a small piece of what we're seeing here as they continue to head into the summer transfer window and able to bring in more players to help enforce that culture and make the team better. And as we have learned from every team, as winning makes things get better, winning makes players happier, winning makes fans come to the Benz. And before we get to the Wings, let me just say I've already been seeing this a lot on social media. Like, and a lot of this was on Facebook, and I know Facebook can be real bad with sports takes sometimes in those groups. But like,
Really?
saw people posting things like, "Yeah, we were here for when this team won a game. All you people that didn't show up, you're not welcome back, guys." This team has given us some bad times throughout since 2020. If people decided not to spend their money on this team until things got better, you can't blame them for that. If you've been there every single game since then, power to you. Like if you're just sitting at home and you're watching on the couch every day, power to you. If you're missing games because you need this team to show you that they're back to winning, their winning ways and doing entertaining soccer, power to you. Like it's the winning will make the fans happy and it'll make them show up and it'll make them spend money in that stadium. And
Yeah.
3, Sydney, you said it like maybe like a couple of weeks ago. You made a comment like it's not going to just be a couple wins.
Right.
Like you can't just have a good month and expect the stadium to have 40,000 people a
Right.
game here. But it's a start. It's absolutely a start. And as Latte Lath always says, let Henry eat hot wings.
I don't remember him ever saying that.
I read it. Well, he wrote it on the bathroom wall at the Benz, and I didn't know what it meant at the time.
Did he know?
And now it was in one of the stalls. So I mean, obviously he knows where the hot wings are going to send you in a few hours. So
Great.
let's let the
Thanks.
guy eat some wings. Whoa, hold on. I don't know if this is breaking news or not. I saw this in all caps on J-Road, breaking transfers in Atlanta to bring in Jurgen Damm as a DP on the Guzan podcast, which will become the Dom Goose Show. Oh, don't threaten me with a great time.
Greatest crossover in the history of crossovers.
All right. We can't get distracted here. Yeah, we can't get distracted. It's
all right. So it is time for young Henry to suffer. I will give as he's getting
in a
ready
good way,
and getting his last bit of confidence into his mouth.
Like eat one of these fries real quick.
Yeah, you should do that. Also, get a pre-sip of milk. Shout out to Tui's in Lawrenceville. Tui's provided these Agent Orange wings. I said I was going to explain the reference for Henry so he knows what he's eating. I will do that now. But before I do, 50-cent wings on Thursdays for a very limited time over at Tui's in Lawrenceville. As Tommy said earlier, in this economy that is crazy. So if you like wings, go get you some. And mention the podcast when you get out there. We appreciate Tui's. We appreciate y'all providing the wings and the fries. So he has something else to munch on that he's not dying from. And without further ado, we're going to sit here and enjoy Henry. I'm not going to say it. eating wings.
Can I kindly request the chat not spam eat that meat?
I love it. It's amazing.
Oh God.
So
Okay,
Agent Orange. Agent Orange was a herbicide used in Vietnam to just take out like acres of jungle to help American troops. And unfortunately, a lot of people ended up with cancer from it.
You can't just
It
drop
doesn't
that
have
on me.
it doesn't, that's not what the wing has on it, to be
But
clear.
that is not what the wing does.
To be clear.
What?
They are named after the herbicide that completely torched.
Gosh.
Eat the freaking wing.
Henry, just eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it.
Gentlemen, viewers,
Put it in your mouth, baby. Just go.
don't. Okay, hold on.
Eat it. Eat the wing.
Just eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Come on.
Here goes nothing. YOLO.
Biting into it. No.
See how long you can hold a straight face.
It's always the after effects of them. Like when
Yeah.
you eat
Pretty
it
good,
first,
actually.
like
Heat level 1 to 10. What's heat level 1 to 10?
Like a 4, maybe.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that hot.
I don't think this
well,
worked
let's
out the way
see.
we
Sometimes the after effect.
hoped. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Like-
see. We'll see. He's got 10 that he's got to eat. So we're in for a ride.
I had to I'd eat the bomb. Like that was I was actually thinking about like ordering the bomb and sending it to his house because that's
Yeah.
the one that for me, like I had to sleep on the couch that night. Like it destroyed my body.
Now, Tyler, I know you mentioned horseradish. Were you not able to get any for this exercise? or what?
Horseradish? No. I did not.
Yeah, bro.
I'm
I know you're
too.
saying it was a 4 out of 10, but you were looking like you wearing some bright red lipstick right now.
You know what? You know what? I'm starting to feel a little bit of a kick.
Okay.
not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Still a 4, or has it gone up a little?
It's going up, you know.
Okay.
It's going up, kind of like Joseph Martinez for a header. Oof.
It's getting there.
Yeah, it is.
Still got
Y'all
a lot
know
of
how
meat on
like
that bone there,
oh,
buddy.
shit. Okay, no, I'm feeling it, man. It's kind of like it's kind of like the fire that shoots out of the things behind the goal. You know when Atlanta scores, but except this season it got hotter. I feel like it got hotter.
The new and improved ones.
I could feel it. I could feel it from the press box. I'm not even gonna lie, man.
Up in the air.
Yes, that's hot.
Woo! Y'all can feel it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
You know
is
what?
hot.
I'm just feeling a little thirsty, so excuse me.
You
Drink
take
some
a
milk.
sip there, buddy. Take a sip. Remember, you got a whole glass there. You got 9 more wings left.
Ooh. You know what?
You are definitely you're turning colors.
No, I wouldn't say I'm turning colors. I mean,
Well, pink is a color.
whew, okay. That's hot. That's real hot.
Still a 4, or no?
I think he upgraded it
it's
a little
cup
bit
of milk.
before, but
Wow.
Okay, no,
Bruno
I'll
asked
give
me
you-
how many he's got to eat. There's 10.
I'll give
in
you a
that
nice
pot.
a nice 7 for Joseph Martinez.
Okay. It's
Whew.
getting there.
Spicy, just like him, you know, in the locker room with the whoosh, chicken and rice and whoo. Okay, no. You know what? I'm starting to feel it, you know, turning up the temperature a little bit, kind of like Atlanta United has been in its recent games. You know, 3 games in a row. I'm feeling good about it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm feeling it, man. Woo.
Pace yourself. Pace yourself.
take a
Don't-
little bit of that sauce and like put it like in your nostrils.
Yeah,
Just, like,
no.
in, like
don't
the
listen
tip
to
of
them.
it.
Don't
Shh,
listen.
quiet.
It'll clear your sinuses for sure.
No,
To
man.
them. It will, but
Oh, man.
So it was funny, Tommy, you mentioned that on the show
gonna have a
on
fry.
Sunday. I think it was Sunday. I had said I had implied I was going to send him a hot sauce, and I did the review of it and everything. So there's another, because everybody's talking about the bomb, or what's the other one, the last dab.
Yeah.
There is one that I've tried that is, and I think on the Scoville rating it is beyond either of those, and it's called the End Flatline.
That sounds hot.
Yeah. And I just didn't want to subject young Henry to a nail in
Another
his
one?
tongue.
Yeah.
But I do think at some point we might have to do like a just straight up hot sauce challenge. Like, and I mean hot sauce.
It's got to be the bomb. Like that's the only for me. Like I thought I was having a heart attack when I had it.
I
Like
almost threw up when I had the end.
it's I mean some of them can like, but the thing about it, and Henry, I'll just ask you, like, is there a flavor? Like, is there a flavor to it?
Tastes like
Or is it
Agent
just hot?
Orange.
Tastes like hot.
Well, you said in the beginning before the heat hit, you were like, "Oh, it's really good."
Well, yeah, because it's a wing. Like it's nice. I don't know. How, it's just a
Oh man,
good
you just
chicken.
got real close to your eyeball, and I had a little bit of PTSD.
Yeah,
Oh, I was
be
hoping he was
careful
gonna
with
do
stuff,
it.
Henry.
No. It's just a nice. It just kind of. It's got heat to it.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. I can still kind of feel it, but it's gone down substantially. So yeah, definitely.
Well, then you're ready for the next one.
Oh, y'all would like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. It wasn't one wing. It wasn't one wing. Whoa! I just for the record, I actually I did a rant. It's gonna get posted on there, and I'm already telling on myself on HR, Scarves and Spikes HR. I did go off a couple times, and it was nice though because we've been doing these rants for a long time, about a year now. I think we started these, and it was a rant not about Atlanta United. Just say that. I didn't freak out about Atlanta United, didn't talk about it. But if you're a little frustrated about the World Cup, join Patreon because I've got a good 20-minute rant about this small event called the World Cup.
Is it as spicy
Familiar.
as these wings?
I mean, I've been pretty angry about it for about 6 months, so it was all just kind of, it was like boop, 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 and then
You ready? You ready for number 2? Henry?
Chat is
Dude, eat this, dude. You only had one wing.
Chat is asking for wing
Eat
number
number
2.
two.
But
Number
before
2.
wing number 2,
The fact that we've got like 8 comments. in a
y'all
row.
better join our Patreon if you're not already in there.
Meat.
For $5 a month, you
See,
get
eat that meat's
amazing
there, but when you
content.
hear eat duh meat, like it just sounds a little.
You get amazing content. You get our Patreon mailbags, just like the one that we're going to do after this while I'm recovering from this crap. And then you'll get access to our rants and unfiltered stuff like Tommy's crap that he's posting or something like that.
Hey, you know what? Real
I'm doing this for
MVP
y'all.
here. The fact that he's cutting a promo while eating an
It's impressive.
aptly
Impressive work.
named hot wing is pretty great.
I'm doing this
Impressive
for y'all
work.
because I love you.
Have a second one.
And definitely not because I lost a bet.
Yeah.
No more stalling. YOLO.
No more stalling. Just do it.
Hey man, so have any of y'all ever done like any of the actual like food challenges?
I mean, I did the
hot wing.
I
or
did the
otherwise?
full hot wings challenge thing. I went through all of them.
So they used to have at Buffalo Wild Wings. They used to have one.
Yeah.
And I did that. It was you had to eat like a dozen of their hottest wings in. Was it 2 minutes? Anyway, it was like
A dozen in 2 minutes?
Yeah, it was like a stupid amount of time. But they tried to cheese, man. Like they would bring them out, right? And as soon as they set them down, that was when the timer started. But they would literally pull these things out of the fryer at 350 degrees or whatever, throw them on a plate, and then sit them in front of you. And so you're not really getting the hot sauce effect. You're just burning your mouth from the heat, from the hot oil that's still dripping off of them. But I got a t-shirt from that challenge, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
You didn't finish the challenge, but you got the t-shirt.
I did finish the challenge. I actually won it. I did.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did. Good for you.
I got my little picture up on the Buffalo Wild Wings out in somewhere in West Atlanta. This is like
Where? I want to see.
It's like, what's the mall out west of Atlanta? See, y'all don't even live out that way either.
Probably
so I
torn
don't-
down by now.
I'm sure it's gone.
In Douglasville.
It might have been Douglasville, actually. Anyway,
I had the triple atomic wings at Quaker Steak and Lube. Like that was a long
At
time.
where?
You guys have you don't know what Quaker Steak and
I
Lube
think
is?
it's up north only.
I don't know
Oh,
what
okay.
the state is.
Quaker Steak, yeah. Oh yeah, well yeah, it was a thing. They had triple atomic wings. They were hot. Like that's why I was asking if they have flavor because I think there's a lot of hot sauces that like it's just like you just have to burn. Like there's no flavor. And
Yeah.
then there's ones that like they burn, but it tastes good. And like that's
I'm being told I got a yellow
what I'm-
card for time wasting, so I'm wasting no time now. Wing number 3.
oh,
Hey
good,
man,
good,
look
good,
at
good
you.
for this guy.
We want to talk about the LA Galaxy.
Yeah, I was
the
just
Beach
actually gonna.
Balloons.
Yeah, I know we gotta get to that here.
Huncho, I've done the bamboozle thing. That's a good one too. Anyway, carry on.
Well, I was having a conversation with a Galaxy fan, not Edgar, and I was just talking to him. I said, how does it feel that you went from winning MLS Cup and then last year absolutely terrible season, obviously because there's a lot of injuries, and then this year they're doing a little bit better. I think whether they're 3-4-4 when I was looking at it. Yeah.
Yes.
And he is like, honestly, like I would still take that MLS Cup despite all these terrible years, the terrible year and a half that we are having, basically just because like he was saying like, and like I think I feel this too, and I'm sure Orlando probably would feel the same way. Is like when you have a new team come in town like LAFC, and you all of a sudden become the non-shiny, exciting, thing in town.
Yeah.
And there's been kind of some, there's been obviously like a lot of memes about the Galaxy, just about how bad they are over the the time.
Tyler,
And
pay
then
attention. Tommy's talking.
His faces.
I'm
You keep it going. You're good.
All right.
no, but like like that obviously got them back into relevancy. I think because I mean, you brought Zlatan in, and you tried to bring in other stars in over the time, and yeah, you got your championship there, and now they're obviously need to get healthy and get back to that. The same thing I think that we had, is the culture here is to get this team back on track. And yeah, they're 3-4-4, but I think that they've been, if you watch some of their highlights over the past couple of weeks, it does seem like they're starting to figure things out a little bit here.
Just a little bit, right? They're not like
Yeah,
gonna
I mean
win
nothing
MLS Cup.
impressive, but like, but still, it's the same thing with Atlanta United though, as like it's baby steps. Like you've got to grow back in and get your team going. Because I mean, I think they drew Vancouver at home. Like that's in their last 1-1. That's nothing to
Incredible
be
result.
too sad about. I mean, you got a result on there, and then before that they beat Salt Lake, and then they lost to Columbus at home. But I mean they're slowly getting back to where they need to start competing.
Henry's face is turning all kinds of
Dude,
colors.
it
Okay,
is.
you know
It's
what
great.
happened though? Like, so I had the first one, and I thought it went pretty well. I bit into the second one. Don't put me full screen.
Yeah, it's good. We're good. Keep going.
I bit into the second one. And I didn't feel the spice immediately, so I was like, okay, you know what? I'm fine. And that's why I went for the third one real quick. And that was a mistake, obviously, because
That's when you felt it.
oh yeah, it's like it added on to the effect. So now I'm feeling like
Yeah.
heat on top of heat. Whew.
About a 4, huh?
Pace yourself.
For my ass.
Had to make sure to get you on full screen there, buddy.
Chris said Henry has no idea what you're talking about. I know he has no idea what y'all just said.
I don't. I really don't know what y'all have been talking about for the past like 5 minutes. I assume it's Atlanta United. Does chat have any questions that they'd like me to answer while I'm suffering through the 5, 7, 9 rings of hell?
Can I give my take on the? Can I kind of give my take while you can sort of turn all kinds of purple?
Sure, go ahead.
On your side by eating these wings. You said they're kind of figuring it out, Tommy. I feel like Klaus was a pretty good signing for them because he had some decent seasons with St. Louis, as you guys recall, with 5 goals. Marco Royce, I know we've been talking about him trying to get things going, but he's on 4 goals, 3 assists. Gabriel Peck is back. Paintsol is around. So, but it's not a great team, but they're a decent team. When's the last time they were at Mercedes-Benz Stadium? You guys remember?
Was it before
Ooh.
Or
COVID?
do I have to check stats.scarvesandspikes.com for that?
Do that, where you can
I
also
even
check out
checked-
the X-Rage meter, which I don't know
Yeah.
where it's at right now,
Hey, it
but
dropped below 100.
my X-Rage meter is at 1,000 right now.
I feel like it's been a while since the Galaxy have played at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Was it the ones that Zlatan skipped
Oh.
out on?
Yeah.
That's what I
Might
was
have
gonna
been.
say. It's it was. I'm pretty sure it was the Zlatan.
Yeah.
We had Zlatan. We had Rooney. We had both those guys just take vacations.
It's 2019.
Okay, so yeah,
2019.
that was the Zlatan.
The Zlatan era. Joseph scored in that one, and I'm trying to see who else scored. Florentine Pogba was on that team.
Oh,
You
right.
guys remember
I
him?
miss Flo. Flo was cool.
Yeah.
The best Pogba.
Yeah.
I called
The
him shitty Pogba.
The non-controversial Pogba. But yeah, Joseph scored, and I'm trying to see who else scored at that match. But that's the last time they came to the Benz. Land, of course, went over to Carson, lost 2-0. And back-to-back years, guys, 2022 and 2024.
Yeah, I think that was the debut of Alexi was in that game.
Yep.
2024.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was also
Robin
the one
Montiel's
where
coaching.
Brad, was that the one? No, that might have been LAFC where
Yeah,
Brad
LAFC.
saved a penalty. Okay.
Honestly, I believe.
They've sent us over to LA a lot.
Cuatro.
Number 4 for Henry.
It
Oh
does
my
feel
God,
like they
you're
send us
just
over to
getting the
LA.
Number 4, dude. I thought you were like a solid 6 at least.
How many did you get? A dozen?
Got 10.
I think 10.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? I will do this. Jay Fortune scores a hat trick. I will eat a ghost pepper on this show.
Mike L2K3.
Oh, you know, oh yeah. If he scores
Flip
a
it.
hat trick, you'll do this. Get out of here. You know,
They'll
like,
do it Saturday.
like, what are the odds of that happening? No, like that. Like at least.
What are the
ours
odds of
was-
Latte Lath scoring?
Yeah.
Striker who couldn't hit
careful
the
what you
broadside of
wish
a barn. I stand by
All
that.
All right, Henry. Well, then you wanna, you know what happens when people talk trash back-to-back weeks? Are we on again? Agent Orange, you could do the bomb if he scores.
Flatline.
Yeah.
No. I will not do that.
Then step down, young one. Step down. Step down there.
No, look, I'll let y'all pick the pepper. I don't care what it is.
But yeah, like this is if you're talking about any MLS team and you're talking about them playing a home match against a team that is around the same level, you are expected to win this game. You
Yeah.
are expected to beat the Galaxy here. You have momentum with not only winning, you know, back to back games, which I think they said it hasn't happened since, was it 5 years or I think it was 5 years. I think that Mike Conti said that it's been since they've won.
Tyler would know, right? You wrote about it, right? Last time they won back-to-back home matches, you're saying?
We're back to back, 3 wins in a
Oh,
row.
3 in a row.
Well, back to
What
back
does
to back.
stats.scarves and spikes say?
Yeah. So I know this has been getting thrown out there. And I'm not sure what like Doug and Mike and everybody else were referring to. I think maybe they were talking about regular season games. I don't know. I'm not saying
They
they're
said through all
wrong.
competitions. That's what they said.
Well,
Mm.
at the end of 2024, you had Atlanta beat the Rebels, and then the next game, that wild decision day game in Orlando that got them into the playoffs, and then they beat Montreal right after that in penalties for the wild card match. So that was 3 in a row. But I mean, again, one of those is a playoff game. I don't know. Again,
Right.
what variables we're putting in there, but yeah.
I remember we were like, "There's no chance they're making the playoffs, even with that."
Yeah.
win. There's no chance they're
10%
being in
chance.
There's no chance they're being in Orlando, and sure enough, they come a VAR call away from missing the playoffs because of Duncan McGuire's arm.
Yep.
But yeah, just I mean, you have all the momentum on your side. You're at home. This is your last game in front of your home fans, you know, for 5 years. It's going to be a long time till you're back in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You need to leave the fans with a positive thought of this team here. You gotta to thank the fans by putting in this last good performance before you see them in a long time. You've got two players that haven't scored in an extremely long time with Latte Lath and Saba, so their confidence should hopefully be going up as they watch Henry sniffle in the background. Latte Lath, if you're watching, just I want you to know I've never questioned you ever in your career. So
Yeah.
ever. So just remember that. But I think this is, if they can continue to build off this momentum as a team, but also individually as Saba with confidence, which I think could be a scary thing, and also with Latte Lath possibly getting some confidence, I think Atlanta United wins 2-1 in this game.
Are you doing predictions? I didn't even know that.
I mean, it's 8:06, guys. We don't even have a guest, and we're going through here. So
I want to hear what Henry has to say. Henry, what do you think? What's your take on the Galaxy?
I think the Galaxy are a solid team. I think they have lots of talent. I think Marco Reus is an excellent playmaker in his own right that makes his team better. I think Gabriel Peck, phenomenal. Oh man, yeah, it's not going to be an easy game. And
No.
I think the question is, can Atlanta United, first of all, can they start off with defensive solidity and then build from there, right? Because if they can, then you're giving yourself a base for your guys up top to go and do stuff. Now, I believe that Alexei Miranchuk, in the form that he is in, he will be huge for this team. Miggy might be back. That could help. I don't expect him to start. I hope that they try to easing him in, because personally for me, you don't change a lineup that wins. So I think you start with Alexei and Saba at minimum.
Yeah.
Latte Lath maybe. I look, he might have scored against Montreal, and that might have won Tommy a stupid bet. But that does not convince me that he is going to be a reliable goal scorer from here on out. He needs to do this week in and week out. He needs to show us that, this is a turning point for him. And that could start on Saturday with him doing something. I'm not going to bet for him, but I'm also not going to bet against him now that I'm suffering through that. But long story short, I'm going to say 2-1 to the Galaxy.
Okay.
8 more hot wings. What are you doing?
Well, Henry, we're back
You
at
said
this
all that.
game.
5 wings for the 5 stripes. YOLO.
There you go.
How sure are you, Henry, that the Galaxy are going to win?
Don't even. You don't have to take the bet, Henry.
Don't you start.
Your fingertips are orange.
Oh,
you
I mean,
Look like you've been eating Cheetos.
you're going up against the last home game for Atlanta United. You're going on a team that's on a 3-game win streak. Saba's going to play with all the confidence in the world. He's actually going to wear 3 watches this week, so you could tell him that it's Saba time 3 times. And Latte Lath is playing with confidence because your face is red. I don't think Atlanta United is going to lose this game.
I disagree.
Clearly.
Well,
Can
do you want to bet an eyebrow?
An eyebrow? No, get out of here.
I think we've had enough bets for one.
No, there can never be enough bets.
And then you would take a bet.
I mean, I
I
don't.
think we probably agree on the same thing here.
Right.
I don't know. We'll see where you guys go with this, but continue on there.
Can I give my take on what I think will happen on Saturday?
I need
Go
to see
for
you
it.
make a bet, Sydney. I'm ready for that. I want you to just like all in, all the chips on the table, throw the cards down, and be like, I'm making this bet.
Well, it is the last match. Tommy, like he said before the World Cup, which is unbelievable. Then you have 3 more left before the World Cup. So I think I agree. Atlanta United, this is when you have to win to keep the momentum going because, like what we just talked about a few minutes ago, fans are going to come rushing back on the back of a three-game winning streak against decent opponent. I mean, against not elite opponents, but decent opponents. They're going to need more than that, and that next win, you're able to get 4 in a row. I think that's a big step in the right direction. Not the step in the right direction they need to take that turns around the season, but these step in the right direction that gets players thinking, okay, we've won 4 in a row. Let's make it 5. Let's make it 6. Let's make it 7.
Let's
Why
make
not?
it 6 wings.
6 wings. Why not? But let's build on that. Confidence starts to build.
Oh God, this one had a lot of sauce. I already felt it.
Oh
God,
got him. Got him.
You've hit the bottom of the tray. Now all that
Yeah.
sauce has been leaking down and settling into the meat.
Right. Confidence is a great thing. And it really gets teams playing to their potential. And I feel like you saw parts of that against Nashville, even though they lost. But it sort of came together against Toronto. You built on that against Charlotte, and you built on that even more against Montreal. I think it's going to be a 2-1 Atlanta. I think Atlanta are going to win. I don't know if Latte Lath will score again, but I would like him to score back-to-back to build his confidence back up because, my goodness, did he need that goal against Montreal? And I don't care I don't care how he scored it. I mean, they don't give you style points for scoring goals a certain way. I mean, they all count the same. And when the ball goes in the back of the net, is 1 point or 1 goal for everybody. So 2-1 Atlanta is my prediction. Tyler, are you in the state to kind of give your take on
I am.
what you think
But I
will
want to give
happen on
this shout out
Saturday?
to Gray. Gray said if Luke Brennan scores, he'll eat the spiciest dumplings and spare ribs from the Sichuan restaurant near his house.
Oh,
There you go.
So
Book it.
yeah, I'm locked in. With that,
Yeah.
and that'll be I saw somebody earlier mention like a Thai spice challenge or like an Indian spice challenge.
nope. Nope.
We could go there. I just gotta find the right bet. Like I'm not gonna bet for no reason. Like I'm
Yeah, of
doing
course.
good.
does Atlanta United
Mine-
make the playoffs? Make that bet.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, but then we gotta wait freaking a year and a half, it feels
So?
like, before we can like
Right.
follow up on it. Yes, they do.
Build anticipation.
It does. It does. They do make the playoffs. For this weekend, 3-0 Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Who scores for Atlanta? Let's do that. Who scores? Latte Lath, does he score? And
Latte
Saba?
Lath gets another one.
Okay. Saba?
No, I'll say Alexi,
Good bet.
and I will say Matias Galarza because he has been getting closer and closer in every match.
He'll get his. He'll get his at one point. I mean, he should have got it against Montreal. You can see him just frustrated because he didn't get enough on the ball to make a serious run at it. But I think he'll get at least 1 or 2 this season. He's that
I'm just
kind of
encouraged that
player.
he's taking shots.
Yeah, you can't score if you don't shoot. Well, actually, you can if it's a no goal. But you
Sporting
can-
Kansas City proved that's an incorrect statement last season.
Yeah, they
Yes.
did. Not quite accurate. But you have a better chance of scoring if you shoot. I should say that.
We've had some different ones in the chat. Patrick said Tommy convinced me 5-0 Atlanta. Let's go. Steven saying 3-2 Atlanta. I mean, here's the thing. I have to bet on a win because I need this 5-game win streak that I predicted at the beginning of the season. So, but I really do feel like this is a game that you got to think about the Galaxy. Like it's hard when you have one of these West Coast to East Coast or vice versa type matches. I mean, that travel is no joke, and teams they tend to struggle with it. So,
San Diego last year.
yeah,
Mhm.
yep. There's a few. I mean, every time Atlanta plays Seattle, which is not that often, but like there's always something interesting in it. You know, they're never boring games, but they're also very much like after dark games, no matter what time they happen.
MLS
Well,
After Dark.
We've talked to
After
MLS
Twilight.
announcers about it. I know I've asked them quite a few times, like the travel across there, because I know Sydney, you're an NFL watcher. I mean, they show those stats all the time about West Coast teams traveling over to the East Coast for a game, and the record for West Coast teams on the East Coast is especially certain teams, abysmal. It's just very hard. You not only got to travel, but then you've got to adjust to the time, and you're usually playing much earlier than what you're used to, and teams definitely have struggled with that.
It's not impossible, but there are obviously various factors that go into it that you don't find with other stops.
You know what gets
So
me
there might
about
be
these
some of
wings?
what's that?
You know what gets me about these wings is that I know for a fact that this is nothing compared to the thing that Tyler was showing me.
What is that?
That he was talking about, that like they only give you like a drop of it
Oh
because
yeah,
it feels like a nail going through your freaking tongue.
yeah.
Like I don't even want to imagine. Start to
That's the next
imagine
step.
what? No, no, I would
No,
never.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I'm good. I've learned
you know
my
what, I meant to
lesson.
Sound
ask.
good.
I meant to ask too. He's like, what? I wonder what the sauce is made from. I should have got that intel beforehand.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
man.
apologies. I'll give this shout out again one more time. If you've enjoyed Henry suffering this fine evening, you can thank Tui's in Lawrenceville. But no, they legit have great food. We've even had some folks in the chat, Oreo, already giving them a shout out as well, saying he's eating there often. They have tons of different flavors, so you don't have to go and eat Agent Orange and suffer like Henry has. You can go eat something enjoyable. Wings are good on Thursdays for just the very near future. So this is not something that's going to go on for a long time, but Thursdays they are doing 50-cent wings, which is like unheard of nowadays. So go visit Tui's in Lawrenceville. And again, we appreciate them providing the wings for Henry to do stuff for the gram for / suffer through. But
Hashtag
go,
for the content.
Yeah, for the content. Y'all go check them out. They have like 77 different beers on tap. Obviously, the wings are a big deal. They're a sports bar, so they've got a lot of stuff going on. They have free darts. They've got a lot of just general activities. So if you're feeling like some wings tomorrow or in the near future
Or any day,
y'all go check them out. Tui's in Lawrenceville. Google it. But we appreciate it, Tui's, very much so.
yeah.
Well, I think we've all learned something today. I think we've learned that Atlanta United is hopefully on the right track here, and I think we've taught this young one over here that sometimes your shit talking has consequences, and and those consequences right now are small, but they might hurt you later. So we'll check back in on you here.
Thanks,
For our
Boomer.
Patreon members, we will do a FaceTime call in a couple hours. The answer's in the bathroom. You signed a waiver. You never know where you're going to join that FaceTime video. But this was fun.
Yeah, it was.
This is, it's nice for me not losing the bets all the time, because I think I'm like 0-2 and I've made that. So it's nice to finally win one here. And
My
Like
nose is
Atlanta
running
United.
so bad right now.
I know. Sinuses will be clear.
Right.
I love
I heard
it.
a little rumor that the Atlanta United front office found out about this bet as well, and they were pretty. I think they were on Team Tommy's side there for it, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I heard the comm staff more than that's what I heard. Which, hi, Atlanta United comm staff. I'll see you on Saturday.
Johannes,
Probably
this wings for you.
filled
Henry.
with pink lips and pink face. Pink everything.
Yeah.
Mm,
How many wings do you have left?
4.
Man,
All
you're
right,
taking
well-
a long time between these wings.
Okay, we're not getting through all 10 wings, are we?
Well,
Let him relax.
join.
I mean, not on
Gonna
this
keep
show.
eating them because we have to go now. We have to actually we're doing a mailbag right now.
Okay,
So, again, join the Patreon. We have some fun times. We do watch alongs, the rants. You'll see my World Cup rant posted probably either tonight or tomorrow morning. You can listen to that. Discord again, fun time. We're talking about this. Henry, you'll love when you get back to the Discord after this. There's a lot more Eat the Meats comments in there. You get discounts on merch. We do watch-alongs. We'll figure out we got a couple matches to do a watch-along, so we got to figure that one out here for the month of May. But we have watch-alongs. Those are good times. So join us. Have fun.
Patreon.com/Scarves and Spikes.
And be involved in the bets and the other shenanigery that happens.
That's a word.
That is a word.
I'm not sure if it's a real word, but it's a word.
Hey, it's a Tyler patented word. We'll make it happen. Thank you to Tuies. Again, we appreciate it. Yes, patreon.com/Scarves and Spikes, scarvesandspikes.com for all your Atlanta United content and all your World Cup Atlanta content, NWSL 2028 Atlanta content, all of the above. You'll go check it out. Follow us on socials, Scarves and Spikes. Search it, you'll find it, and make sure you subscribe to our channel here on YouTube.
And listen on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Leave a comment, leave a rating. Let us know how we're doing. We read every comment and look at every rating, so let us know what you think. As Tyler said, like, subscribe, share on YouTube. If you're watching this live on YouTube, please do that as well. If you're watching after the fact on YouTube on demand, please like, subscribe, and share our content. No matter how you're watching or listening, let people know about Scarves and Spikes.
We need it, and eat the meat t-shirt. I like it. We can make this happen.
Can the chat please stop talking about what this is going to do to my asshole?
All right, let's hit the
Please.
Oh God. Oh,
dear God.
R.I.P. Henry.
Yeah.
Steven said this should be a monthly event. Could you do this once a month?
No. You all are sick for wanting this.
The little video hasn't shown up. I was waiting for it to not say anything.
Hold on.
Take us to stoppage time.
Okay, yeah. We gotta get to stoppage time. There we go.
Stoppage time.
So I laughed at Oreo's comment, look at his face, imagine what's going to do to his rectum later. I could tell this now. This is the post-credit scene. Nobody stays for the post-credit scene. I did, Sydney asked, how are we going to promote and everything like that. And I was trying to find something that rhymes with two E's. And they said that. And I was like, well, my quote for it was, two E's is going to make Henry's butt go kablooey. And Henry sent me a great picture of him giving me the middle finger.
Mm-hmm.
So that was well worth it. But man, that was I should be marketing.
He's
I'm
pretty
a marketing major.
I mean, you should have queued up the picture.
Oh yeah.
No, don't put the picture up.
No, we won't. I won't. But yeah, this was definitely worth it. Shout out to Latte Lath for being the co-sponsor of this episode as well. Because without him, dreams don't come true, kids.
You know what's crazy though? For a minute there, I was relieved because Saba blocked. Don't show that. Take that off the screen.
That looks like it would feel so good though. I want that.
Whoa.
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by a stupid GIF. I was relieved for a second. Latte Latte had a shot earlier before his actual goal that was blocked by Saba. I was laughing because of that, and then he had to go and actually score, which ruined the vibe.
Yeah.
But yeah, well played, Latte Latte. Now do it again, please.
What about me? Good job for me for winning this?
No, terrible job for you.
I mean, it was the perfect setup.